Open your inner treasure trove. Magnets can lift objects that are 12 times heavier than their own weight. But if you lose magnetism, you can't lift even light feathers. There are two kinds of people. People with magnetic are full of confidence and faith. They know that they were born in this world to succeed and win. However, most people lose their self-reflection and live a life full of fear and doubt, even when the opportunity unfolds in front of their eyes. These people think, "What if I fail?" You may lose money, and you will only live other people's ridicule. They have little fruit in their lives. They always stay in the same place because they are afraid to move on. If I discover and apply the tremendous secrets that transcend time to my daily life, I can become a self-reflective person. The power of the subconscious, in other words, the amazing power of the subconscious that causes miracles, is the secret that transcends time. The incredible power of the subconscious. We already have the power of the subconscious, so you don't have to struggle separately to gain the power of the subconscious. However, you must learn how to use that power from now on. You must first understand the essence of the subconscious. In order to apply the power of subconscious to all aspects of your life, you can build knowledge and improve your understanding of the subconscious by following simple techniques and procedures described in this book. You can use the power of the subconscious to realize all your wishes and dreams. By being inspired by looking at life from a fresh perspective, the subconscious can transform your life right now into greater, richer, more colorful and noble. Infinite wisdom, power, and everything I need are hidden in the abyss of the subconscious. I'm just waiting for those qualities to be developed and expressed. You'll soon be able to form and reveal themselves to the outside world. Once you realize that this potential lies deep inside your mind. If you are someone who accepts new things easily and is not narrow-minded, the infinite intelligence within your subconscious will let you know the information you need anytime, anywhere. New ideas and ideas can come up. Invent or discover or create novel works of art. The infinite intelligence within the subconscious provides new knowledge that was previously unthinkable. The knowledge gained through the subconscious will be demonstrated right where I need to be. If you open your mind and broaden your insights, the working principle of the subconscious following the law of faith. To use the subconscious freely, you must first understand how the subconscious works. Let's consider the principle of water flows to the low. The general principle that everyone accepts is that water flows from high to low. All liquids have the same properties as water, regardless of the type of water. Ancient Egyptians knew this principle, and the pyramid's foundation was perfectly laid using the principle that water flows from high to low. Using the principle that water flows to low places, engineers today design a variety of water-related facilities, from irrigation facilities to hydroelectric power plants. Let's take another look at the principle that the volume expands when heat is applied to the material. This principle applies anytime, anywhere. The volume expands when the metal is heated. It doesn't matter whether the iron is from China, England, India, or an orbiting space station. It is a universal truth that, when heat is applied to a material, the volume expands. Likewise, it is a universal truth that the message engraved in the subconscious is expressed as conditions, experiences, and events and unfolds on the screen of the universe. The subconscious is also a kind of principle that operates according to the law of faith. Therefore, we need to know what faith is, how it functions, and why the law of faith works. The law of the mind is the law of faith. In other words, you believe in the way the mind works, and you believe in faith itself. Here, the concept of belief can be narrowed down to the thoughts that arise from the mind. Conditions and actions, as well as all of our experiences and events, are the subconscious responses to thoughts. It is important not to forget that what religion you believe in, but that the faith in your heart determines the outcome. There is only one heart, but it is divided into two. In this book, I use the words present consciousness and subconsciousness to reveal the duality of the mind. If there is an easier term to understand the concept, it doesn't matter if you replace it with another word. The point is to recognize and acknowledge the duality of the mind. If you compare the mind to the garden, you can easily grasp the two functions of the mind. I am a gardener. I sow the seeds of thoughts in my subconscious all day long. These seeds of thoughts are based on habitual thoughts. So most of the time they may even sow the seeds of thoughts. The body and environment reap the fruits, just as the seeds are sown in the subconscious. The subconscious is the fertile soil that helps any seed sprout and grow well. Whether the quality of the seeds is good or bad, plants grow in fertile soil. However, can grapes grow where thistle are sown and figs grow where thistle are sown? As such, all thoughts are the cause and all situations are the result, so I can only create the situation I want if I become the master of the idea myself. From now on, let us plant the seeds of peace, happiness and prosperity, do our deeds properly, and practice good faith. Let us fully accept these ideas in our present consciousness or in our rational mind, confident that the seeds we sow will bear fruit, planting the seeds of great ideas steadily in the garden of our minds will yield a brilliant harvest. Learning about the interaction between the present consciousness and the subconscious can change your whole life. If you want to change the external situation, you have to look at the cause of the situation. Most people try to change the current conditions and situations by changing external conditions and situations. It is a ridiculous waste of time and effort, without thinking that the current state has been reached because of the cause. In order to erase conflict and confusion in life, escape from the state of shortage, and overcome the limit, the cause must be removed. Here, the cause is a method of using the present consciousness and the thoughts and images that arise in the present consciousness. The principle is very simple. You can change the result by changing the cause. We live in a deep sea of endless abundance. The subconscious responds to the thoughts of the present consciousness, and the thoughts of the present consciousness create a channel through which infinite intelligence, wisdom, vitality, and energy flow from the subconscious to the outside world. Infinite energy will return to myself and benefit if I direct the channel, so that the intelligence, wisdom, vitality, and energy in the subconscious can flow in a positive direction. Subconsciousness does not question the mandate of the present consciousness. The present consciousness can be explained by comparing it to the captain, or navigator in charge of the ship's steering room. The captain operates the ship and gives instructions to the crew in the engine room. The crew controls the boiler, equipment, and measuring instruments. The person in the engine room follows the captain's instructions without knowing where the ship is headed. The ship will run aground if the captain in charge of the steering room gives incorrect instructions based on information from equipment, such as compasses and 6 dividers. However, since the captain is in charge of the ship, those in the engine room follow the captain's instructions. Since the captain knows what to do under certain circumstances, the crew does not talk back to the captain and quietly follows the instructions. The captain is the owner of the ship, and the crew does what the captain instructs. The present consciousness is the captain and owner who operates the ship, the body, the environment, and everything that happens to me. The subconscious follows the orders I give. Based on what the present consciousness believes and accepts as true, you follow the orders without questioning them. If you keep saying to yourself, "I can't afford it," your subconscious will accept what I said and end up in a position where you won't be able to buy it. If you say, "I can't afford to buy a car like that, go on a trip like that, or live in a house like that," your subconscious will follow the orders I give. I will live my whole life believing that the situation would have been easy without enjoying such a car, house, or vacation. I didn't make this situation myself. The negative thought that it wouldn't happen only led to such consequences. The treasure house is in my heart. One day, I received a letter from Ruth, who had attended my lecture. The letter said, "After I lost my husband, I raised my children on my own and made them marry. I am 75 now and living on my own with some pensions and social security. I was living a dry life without hope, and one day I remembered Dr. Murphy's talk about the power of the subconscious. You said that if you repeat the same thoughts with faith and expectation, they reach the subconscious. I decided to put it into practice because I thought it might be true. Anyway, I have nothing to lose. I put my emotions to the fullest and said it over and over again. People want me, and I am loved. I am happily married to a man who is kind, full of love and spirituality, and lead a stable and full life. I repeated it several times a day for 2 weeks. One day, I was introduced to a retired pharmacist. He was a kind, understanding, and sincere man. In less than a week, I was proposed. I think the intelligence inherent in the subconscious was what made the couple's bond. She knew there was a treasure trove in her mind. The moment she engraved what she wanted into the subconscious brought a responsive prayer, according to the law of attraction. The above is taken from The Power of Joseph Murphy's Subconsciousness. Great men of all ages have approached the subconscious and achieved great achievements. We can do the same. Subconsciousness provides answers to all problems. If you send a message to your subconscious before you go to sleep, "I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow," you will experience the spontaneous opening of your eyes at that time. All thoughts cause and result in a situation. The treasure trove is in our hearts. To find answers to what you want in your heart, look inward.